The Australian psychological horror film Dangerous Animals delivers a fresh and intense take on the shark thriller genre, combining elements reminiscent of Jaws and Dead Calm, but with a darker, more sinister twist. The film pushes boundaries in both concept and execution, creating a unique hybrid of natural horror and psychological thriller that keeps viewers on edge throughout its runtime. The story centers around Bruce Tucker, a Gold Coast charter boat operator portrayed with chilling effectiveness by Jai Courtney. Tucker runs what appears to be a legitimate shark-watching business, taking tourists out to observe great whites from the supposed safety of underwater cages. This setup is demonstrated early in the film through Canadian tourist Greg and British visitor Heather, who book Tucker's services after missing out on a planned trip to SeaWorld. These initial scenes establish the seemingly routine nature of Tucker's operation while building tension for what's to come. The narrative takes a sharp turn with the introduction of Zephyr, a lone American surfer played by Hassie Harrison. Her character, marked by a troubled past, arrives in Australia seeking solitude and waves. A chance encounter with Moses Markley, Josh Houston, a persistent real estate salesman, leads to a brief romantic connection when she helps him with his car troubles. True to her independent nature, Zephyr disappears before dawn, continuing her solitary journey in her camper van, leaving Moses behind without explanation despite their intimate encounter. The plot intensifies when Zephyr crosses paths with Tucker while seeking a fin key for her surfboard. This seemingly mundane interaction reveals Tucker's true nature. He's actually a sadistic serial killer who derives pleasure from feeding women to sharks while filming their deaths. The boat, initially presented as a tourist vessel, transforms into a floating prison for his victims, with its steel construction making escape nearly impossible. Writer Nick Leppard's screenplay takes several unexpected turns, particularly in the final 40 minutes, where the story pushes into increasingly outrageous territory. While the plot might stretch credibility, it maintains originality and creative flair throughout. The performances anchor the film's more extreme elements, with Courtney's portrayal of Tucker standing out. He creates a character who takes disturbing pride in his murderous work, always maintaining a smile while orchestrating his brutal kills. The supporting cast delivers strong performances throughout. Rob Carlton makes a memorable impression in his limited screen time as Tucker's disheveled neighbour when the boat is in port, adding another layer of tension to the narrative. Josh Houston brings depth to Moses, portraying him as more than just a romantic interest, but as someone who persistently sees potential in Zephyr that she doesn't recognise in herself. Director Sean Byrne maximises tension throughout, creating a claustrophobic atmosphere aboard Tucker's boat and never telegraphing the film's numerous shocking moments. The film's technical elements enhance its impact, with a strong musical score underlining the mounting tension and contributing to the overall sense of dread and anticipation. Zephyr emerges as a compelling protagonist, with Harrison bringing a fierce pragmatism to the role. Her character's fighting spirit becomes crucial as she faces off against Tucker's methodical malevolence. The film emphasizes her determination not to become another victim, leading to an intense battle of wills between predator and intended prey. While the premise might seem far-fetched or even preposterous at times, the execution creates a genuinely unsettling experience that combines psychological horror with graphic thriller elements. The result is a provocative and grisly film that manages to deliver consistent thrills while pushing genre boundaries. The movie's structure builds tension effectively, with each revelation about Tucker's true nature raising the stakes for Zephyr and anyone else who crosses his path. The film earned an MA rating, suggesting strong adult content, and while it may test audiences' suspension of disbelief, it succeeds in creating a unique entry in the psychological horror genre. The combination of shark-based terror and serial killer elements, while extreme, offers a fresh take on familiar thriller tropes, earning it a solid 7.5 out of 10 rating.
You've been listening to Movies First.
Available at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or your favourite podcast player. You can also stream on demand at Bytes.com.
This has been another quality podcast production from Bytes.com.